Alright, hello YouTube and welcome to my little intro of SnowRunner. After playing American Truck Simulator for a while, I ran into this game and it seemed interesting. I tried it out a bit and yeah, I'm pretty much hooked on it. It's basically like trucking in extreme weather, whether it's mud or snow. This particular game is supposed to emphasize on snow, but it starts off with the mud. The previous game before this was called Mud Runner, and that was all mud, but this one, I guess, a little bit of the old, little bit of new. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Gonna be using my wheel with this. It doesn't use the shifter, but it does use the wheels, the pedals, and some controller stuff, and it does have force feedback according to the last update. So yeah, that's it. Let's get into it. We're gonna start a new game. As you can see, I've just played the beginning parts of this, and yeah, just to make sure the controls and everything work, but let's just start over a new game. Yes, I want to delete old game. Okay, so I am playing this by 21:9 ultra wide, so you probably might get some black bars on your top and bottom. But I wanted to see what it would be like to play this in ultra wide. So without further ado, let's have at it. Okay, so the game starts us off in this Chevy truck. My handbrake is on, so let's take the handbrake off, and I'll be playing most of this game in first person view. Oh, handbrake back on. Yeah, I'll be playing most of this game in first person view because it's more, it feels more realistic this way. But there would be times I would need to switch to third person view just to see the environment, but for the most part I would be in first person. Alright, let's do this. So the story is pretty much, this is an island that's been hit, not an island, this is Michigan, that been hit by some severe weather, and it's our job to drive it in low gear. Okay, it's our job to help rebuild the town, either by fixing bridges. Let me put on my low gear. Fixing bridges, or just delivering materials where people can't get access to it. The funny thing is, oh, seemed like I might be stuck already. Let's have a look. Yup. They want me to use the wrench. The cool thing about this game is, yes, you do have a wrench. And what did I do? Turn on my lights. You could quick connect it like so to help you get out of sticky situations. And you also have all-wheel drive capabilities, which I mapped to this button. So all-wheel drive and low, I can pretty much go through most terrain. Now the problem is, on this truck I got like street or road tires, so it has next to no grip on the mud. So I'm pretty much using my transmission basically to get through this. But my tires, until I upgrade them to mud tires, they're pretty much not helping me any. Oh, a little bit of stutter right there. So I'm gonna try to stay out of the mud as much as I can, because I don't feel like getting stuck and having to reuse the wrench all the time. I keep saying wrench, it's actually wench. Probably saying that wrong too, don't mind me. But yeah, all in all, it's actually a really pretty game. I mean, yeah, lots of nature and stuff. Trees, mountainside, mud. Michigan, the first area is Michigan. It's mostly mud and, you know, rivers and stuff like that. But the second area is Alaska, and as you could probably guess, that's strictly snow. Snow and some cold rivers. Alright, now we're back on street level. I'm going to take off the four-wheel drive and put it back into auto, and off we go. Some more stuttering. Okay. Everything seems back to normal. Now we do have a map. Let me put on my brake here. We do have a map, but the map, until you explore the area, everything is in the fog. Right, so had I went to this tower right here, this activating the towers will open up the fog. There's one over here, right, which is pretty much our mission, find the watchtower. I think this one is the one we're supposed to find. Find the watchtower. I'm going towards this one, and this one will kind of open up the areas around me. And as you can see, it's in game time, it's 10:04. Alright, there's a night and day cycle, you know, in this game, so that becomes important because at nighttime it's really hard to see those mud puddles. Alright, so on the map you can set your own waypoint. You know, you have unlimited waypoints you can set to help you navigate it, and it will become very important later on in the game that you follow the waypoint, because it does open up into like a whole world. Okay, so I'm just driving here. There are some street signs. Lumber mill right there, that way. But I'm gonna continue following my waypoint. Okay, detour to my left. Now, I probably can go straight through that. Put on my handbrakes. But I'll follow the tutorial for now and take the detour to my left and go around this look like stream of water right here. Water over road. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, so let's take the detour. I'm gonna go to low and go to all-wheel drive. Here we go. I said low, not reverse, low. Okay. You'll encounter different type of terrain such as road, dirt, mud. Yeah, pretty much that's what the game is about. Thank you for telling me that. Now I'm gonna try my best to stay out of the deep mud because I know this truck, the tires on this truck is not equipped for it. So, I mean, I could drive through it, but there's a good chance I can get stuck and I'll be forced to use the winch. Okay, that water doesn't look too deep right there, so let's just go through it. Bit of stutter right there. Keep getting these little stutters. We made it through there, nice and easy. Now that just looks like a mess up ahead. Should we risk it? Why not? Let's see what this truck can do. We might just plow straight through it. See, the thing about it is, sometimes it looks like dry mud, and then when you get into it, you're like tire deep in it. So it's really hard to tell sometimes whether it's wet mud or dry mud. Okay. Alright. Coming out of this onto the road. Fuel stations. Yes. In this game, you know, you can drive anywhere you want as long as, you know, you have a path or whatever. But you still have to take care of your vehicle. And one of the ways you have to take care of your vehicle is by keeping it fueled up. And fortunately, the game has fuel stations, and you know, you could get fuel from other vehicles, and fuel is unlimited and you don't have to pay for it. Thank goodness. So I'm gonna fill up here. Alright. So as you can see in my bottom left, my fuel gauge is showing me 21 gallons of 21 gallons, so I'm topped off. And you know, there's also the tire symbol, the gas tank symbol, the engine. If you don't take care of your vehicle, it takes damage to certain parts of the vehicle, and when it takes enough damage, then your vehicle becomes stuck. All right, so just racing through things and gunning through it is not going to help you. Let me go into the map and see if I can plot. Okay, so we're going to this tower. Zoom in so I can get a better idea of the terrain. So this was the road. We came up through here and went into the gas station here. Okay, so I'm going to continue up this road because this is a tower we need to get to, and I'm gonna plot a course. Now you saw that little water thing right here, water patch, so there's probably substantial mud right there. We'll have to navigate through that and just pretty much go through. Now just because it looks like there's a paved road doesn't mean there's actually a road. It most likely is a dirt road, and if it's dirt, then that means mud. Okay, so at any point in time, like I said, you could be knee deep or tire deep in mud. Alright, let's go for it. That stutter again. Alright, so here we go. Oh, and it's raining too. Now, okay, now you see that? That looks like a bad situation right there. So I'm just gonna avoid that and go into the grass. Like I said, my transmission might be able to handle it, but my tires aren't exactly the best tires for this scenario. Okay. Now, I noticed they did not include, like, you know, the windshield textures being wet by the rain. They didn't include that, so there's no point in a windshield wiper. Maybe in a later update they might, you know, add that to it. It would have been more realistic. And also it would have been kind of more realistic if the rain makes all soft road turn to mud. Who knows? It's probably like that on the hardest level. I don't know. But just a thought. Okay, so we made it to our first tower. And there's some mud up ahead getting to the tower. There you go. First tower. So put on my parking brake. And let's look at the map now that the tower has been accessed. So see, this whole area just Came online. Okay, now my mission is to find a truck. Discover the watchtower will reveal parts of the map. Yes, the fog covers essential points of interest like objectives, upgrades, and vehicle. That is true because if you look right here, there's a nice upgrade point right here. Now I need to go get this truck right here. That's my mission. But I want this upgrade point right here. So I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go this way, down to that way. What is that? Turn this way, down to the street. Ooh. Okay, so let's go this way. Now, you might think you can go through here, but there's probably a light cliff or so. When there's like a ridge of trees, it's usually a cliff. Okay, I'm gonna come this way. Weird way to go. Come up through. Oh no, can't go that way because looks like the road is blocked right there. So, yep, let's erase that route. And let's come up here. Be some severe mud right there. Go through this little lake area and come up through here. Yep, we'll be doing some off-roading. Come on. All the way up to there. Sure, let's go for it. Now, mind you, this is still in the tutorial, but it's an open world game, so you can pretty much go wherever you want, as long as, you know, your truck can make it. So, let's do this. Probably a bad idea, but hey. Ooh, reverse. There's my checkpoint. I'm trying to stay out of that mud. And the force feedback is not that strong, but, you know, you do feel it. Like right there, it's pulling my wheel. Okay, okay. I should probably be in low gear for this, but I don't need it. It seems to be doing a pretty good job right now. Shoot, we're not stuck. That's the main goal. You're not stuck. Alright. Okay. So far, so good. Gas. We're good on gas. We look good on gas. Alright. So normally I would take off the all-wheel drive, but I think we're going right back into the mud, so there's no point. Alright, here's where we're gonna start getting some weird terrain now. Now mind you, I'm trying to drive in a straight line, so if it looks like I'm driving like I'm drunk, it's unavoidable in this game. That's just the way it is. Here's that little river thing. Come on, just make it through. Okay. If the water gets too high, it could actually damage your engine. Ooh, I think I'm gonna need the whole wheel drive low gear for this. Come on. Come on, make that turn. Yes. So far, so good. Oh, nope. That doesn't look good. Uh-oh. Folks, we might be in trouble here. Let's kick it in reverse and see what happens. Okay. Forward. Nope. Nope. Forward. Low. Yep. I'm stuck already. Come on. Go up. Okay, so this is one of those situations where let's use the winch. Let's see. I'm going to use my winch. Connect to that tree. And pull as I drive. Alright, press R to release. Okay, so I'm pretty much sure if I continue up this way, it's just going to get worse. So I think it's probably a smarter idea to abandon this course. Let's back up all the way. Wasn't there the road here? To the road. Okay. So let's go to the map and continue on with the mission. And see if we could get a better truck with better tires before we attempt to go up that way. So I'm gonna cancel this routing. Okay, so let's see. I need to get that truck. So I can either turn around, go back down this way, or I can just go this way and stay kind of on like the main roads. They're more so clear or easier to navigate. Here's the lumber mill. Get some wood. And looks like we can pick up this new truck right there. Alright, let's do this. All-wheel drive. Auto, please. Forward. Okay, I'm on the road. I'm taking off the all-wheel drive. Okay, now if I drive with the all-wheel drive on all the time, it will actually burn more gas. So when I'm on the road and I don't need it, it's best to turn it off, because you don't want to get caught out there with no gas. Now I'm in mud, I'm putting it back on. There's just no contest whether or not, you know, the handling when all-wheel drive is on versus off. In the mud, that is. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, that looks messy. I'm staying out of that. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright, we've already been recording for about 20 minutes or so. Ooh boy. Flowing water. Hey, put that sucker in low and let's go for it. Ooh, dangerous water level. Okay, it does give you a warning first, and if it goes any deeper, then your engine starts taking damage. But thankfully it didn't get any deeper. Alright, let's get out of the low. Go back to automatic. Alright. Ooh, those trees look pretty good. The red and the orange. Looks pretty good. Alright, I'm just following my GPS here, and that should get me straight to my truck, well, my new truck. As the game progresses, you get better parts to deal with all this mud, better tires, better transmission. Oh boy. Better truck. Even the ability to raise the height of the truck. Alright, looks like we're almost there. I don't want to drive in the middle of the road. It looks like I could run into any patches of deep mud at any point like that. So I'd rather not take the chance. Okay. Ooh, look at that sunlight. Okay. Is it sunrise or sunset? I think it's more like sunset. Vistas are really good in this game. That much I can say. Alright, and we made it here to our truck. Now, I can swap to this truck, but before I do, I pretty much want to shut off this truck, because if I don't, it's actually going to stay here idling, and the gas is going to slowly drain. So, I'm going to put my parking brake on, take off all-wheel drive, I'm actually going to stop the engine. Yesterday I did, yeah. I'll block it later. Alright, do I want to change fuel over? No, I don't want to change fuel. That truck should have fuel. So I'm just going to transfer, change trucks. And just like that, with a new truck, you have found your first highway truck. This truck is designed for roads, so there's no off-road options included. Yeah, there's no four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive or differential. Try not to fall into any swamps or drive into deep mud with it. You can find out more about the different types of trucks in the codex available. Codex. Driving, navigation, objective, vehicles, truck storage, heavy duty, gearbox, rims, upgrades, heavy, truck types. There are a number of different truck types in the game. Some are designed for roads, some are off-roading, some are better at scouting. Others excel at cargo hauling. They are all very different, but you are of course able to have them all. And to drown them all in the swamp if you like. You may find more about a specific truck type in this codex. Okay, well, how do I find about a specific? Oh, highway trucks. They're the best vehicle you can possibly use on hard surfaces, but have some degree of success with them even. They're usually high fuel conservation vehicles with just enough power to haul cargo for any reasonable size on the road. Usually highway trucks lack any off-road function, but they may be capable of lifting suspension, but may still be capable of lifted suspension, all-terrain, and even off-road tires and powerful enough engines to take complicated terrains. So even though it's a highway truck, you could lift it and then change the tires and then, you know, add an change the engine. Okay, that's good to know. Scouts are nimble, often lighter vehicles. They are mainly used for exploring the area around you to clear the path for heavier machines. However, they are potentially great for search and rescue, long-reach repair and fuel missions, and even small cargo transportation. Scouts are off-road capable vehicles, and most of the time they are able to handle nearly any reasonable mud levels. If tuned properly, they can overcome the hardest obstacles. Yes. And we'll see that later. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Actually, you know what? This seems like a good place to take a break. All right, so let's take a break here, and we're gonna, when we come back, we're going to, what are we going to do? Why do we have, hold on, I didn't see what our next mission was. Going to the map. What is our next mission? Oh, this right here. Steel River Township. Old Bridge Reconstruction. Great. Now that you have a powerful vehicle in your transportation, heavier loads. Oh, for transporting heavier loads. The only problem is that you're cut off from the mainland. Rebuild the bridge so that you can reach the garage and get a real contract. Okay, so the way you upgrade all your trucks and stuff you is by money. And to get money, you have to do contracts. So this area that we're in, this part of the map, right? We're blocked off because of this bridge. This bridge has been destroyed, so we have to rebuild this bridge. Once we are able to rebuild the bridge, we can get to a garage that's somewhere in this area. Once you get to the garage, two things are possible. One, that becomes your spawn point and your where you get all your vehicles and stuff at. And two, co-op is enabled. Now later on, I'm gonna upload some videos of myself and my daughter playing in co-op, and it's really funny because you would think I would be the one doing most of the recovering, when in fact she was the one actually doing a lot of recovering. So stay tuned for that. So see you next time, and thanks for watching.